channel, baby.
Yeah.
What it do, Ab J family. Welcome back to the channel, baby.
Yes.
It's your boy Hab.
And your girl Jay.
And we back
with another reaction video.
All right, y'all, welcome back to the channel.
Welcome back.
Happy holidays to everybody out there.
Yes.
Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
New Year's is literally around the corner.
Right around the corner.
And I'm not trying to go around there yet. Not just yet.
Are you making a New Year's resolution?
No.
Me neither.
No. How about y'all?
You look really good, though.
I do?
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much.
To thank me.
You know what I'm saying? All right, so we about to get into some more reactions, man. So, with that being said, let them know who we react to today.
We are reacting to Benny Johnson. So shout out to Benny Johnson.
Shout out to Benny, man.
And the video is titled Tucker Carlson. We've got all the January 6th footage, and you have been lied to.
Uh-oh. Tucker got all the footage. Y'all know he be keeping it all the way 1,000 wow. So let's see what he talking about right now, man. But before we get into it, everybody that's out there who has not yet subscribed to the channel, bam, go ahead, hit the subscribe button.
Yes.
Turn your post notifications on.
Yes.
Like and share this video.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And then comment down below, baby. Come and join the squad, man.
Half and J.
You feel me? Free of charge. Plus, we already kicking off.
What?
Good vibes, baby. Good vibes.
Boom.
What?
On January 6th, the lives of 5 heroic officers were lost.
This one was invented by a writer.
Ryan Sicknick died after being hit in the head with a fire extinguisher during the fight.
It never happened.
We came close to half of the house nearly dying.
It's false.
Our mission is very simple. It's to find the truth, and it's to ensure accountability.
No way.
I think there's sufficient evidence to charge the president.
It's fiction.
For trespassing on the Capitol grounds. I'm going to punch him out, I'm going to go to jail, and I'm going to be happy.
We got you.
To peacefully and patriotically make your voices heard.
What's up, guys? It's your boy, Benny. What is the most damaging lie your government has ever told you? Is it getting us into the Vietnam War on entirely fake news? Go check out the Gulf of Tonkin. How about Watergate? Removing a president by impeachment, or removing a president in another way. Go ask JFK. How about Russiagate? Talking recent history. Removing a president's first term because they didn't like him. That's what they did to Donald Trump. They essentially took away Donald Trump's first term with a lie that was propagated by the government and government actors. And speaking of lies entirely propagated by the government, what about January 6th? Has there been anything in recent memory that has led to the violation of the civil rights of Americans more than January 6th? A breakdown of trust in institutions and life itself than the curious and unfounded claims made by the government against regular Americans and their political persecution? The answer is no. This is one of the most damaging moments in American history, and the less we know about it, the worse we are. The more we know about it, the more confusing the entire event becomes. There's an official narrative, and that narrative is about to be blown up. Why? Well, because Tucker Carlson has been given all of the security footage from the Capitol. You're talking 45,000 hours of security footage inside of the U.S. Capitol of the events that actually happened on January 6th. Tucker Carlson is going through that footage, and he's going to provide for us some illuminating facts about that day and break some of the official narrative.
More than 2 years now, we've been complaining about, and we think it's justified, the fact that the U.S. Congress has held thousands, tens of thousands of hours of closed-circuit camera footage from the public. They have not released any of it from January 6th. And January 6th, of course, is a transformative event in this country. It's been used to change the country. So there are about 44,000 hours. Wow. And we have, you may have read this today, been granted access to that. And we believe that access is unfettered. We believe we have secured the right to see whatever we want to see. So we've been there about a week. Our producers, some of our smartest producers, have been there looking at this stuff and trying to figure out what it means and how it contradicts or not the story that we've been told for more than 2 years. We think already that in some ways it does contradict that story. And so we're going to spend the rest of this week taking a look at it, assessing it as honestly as we can, and we're going to bring you what we find next week.
So this is why people are making memes like this of Tucker Carlson looking through the January 6th footage. On that footage, of course, you can find the famous little MAGA granny there. There's the Yeti man. Why did Tucker Carlson get this footage? Who gave it to him? Well, the Speaker of the House, who's in charge of the security of the House. Now, there's a lot of questions about Kevin McCarthy. We certainly were not in favor of his speakership directly when he was running, but hot damn has Kevin McCarthy delivered, especially delivering this footage to Tucker Carlson. What an alpha move.
Republicans, about 20 of them last Congress called on Speaker Pelosi at the time to release the J6 Capitol Hill security footage of all the things that happened on that day. Is that something that you'd be interested in doing? Congressman Gates said that you would be willing to do that. Is that true?
Yeah, I think the public should see what has happened on day. I've watched what Nancy Pelosi did, where she politicized it. Where for the first time in the history as a speaker, not allowing the minority to appoint to a committee, to pick and choose. We watched the politicization of this. I think the American public should actually see all what happened instead of a report that's written for a political basis. And I think the answer. We're looking through that. I want to be very thoughtful about it, but yes, I'm engaged to do that.
So Kevin McCarthy making good on his word here, according to Axios. He's given 41,000 hours of Capitol surveillance footage to Tucker Carlson. Carlson's producers were on Capitol Hill last week digging through the trove. It includes multiple camera angles from all over the Capitol grounds. Excerpts will begin airing in the coming weeks. Tucker Carlson said they will begin airing next week. Tucker Carlson told me there was never any legitimate reason for this footage to remain secret. If there was ever a question, it's in the public interest to know. That's actually what happened on January 6th. By definition, this video will reveal it. It's impossible for me to understand why any honest person would be bothered by that. The January 6th committee was a political sham committee. The January 6th committee was weaponized, much like January 6th itself, in order to push a specific narrative about conservatives, about Republicans, about Donald Trump.
That's crazy.
That narrative, most especially, was that this was some type of organic event that occurred because of angry MAGA people marching up to the Capitol to try and stage an insurrection, an armed insurrection. Now, a couple of things here. One, we've had on our show Kash Patel saying that there was an executive order giving National Guardsmen to Nancy Pelosi and to Muriel Bowser, who's the mayor of D.C., in order to guard the Capitol. Trust me, you're not going to step to a National Guardsman. Right. If that Capitol was locked down, this would have never happened. Donald Trump wanted the National Guardsmen there. Nancy Pelosi turned it down. Why? That's curious. Why was the Capitol Police at half staff that day? That's curious as well. Why didn't Nancy Pelosi act to protect the Capitol when this was all happening? It's very odd. And more importantly, and this is, I think, the most important question possibly in America right now, at this very moment, is how many FBI informants or agents were in the audience that day agitating? Ted Cruz asked that question directly of the director of the FBI, deputy director of the FBI, and her answer tells you everything.
Turn to the FBI. How many FBI agents or confidential informants actively participated in the events of January 6th?
Sir, I'm sure you can appreciate that I can't go into the specifics of sources and methods.
Did any FBI agents or confidential informants actively participate in the events of January 6th? Yes or no? Yes or no?
Sir, I can't answer that.
Did any FBI agents or confidential informants commit crimes of violence on January 6th?
I can't answer that, sir.
Did any FBI agents or FBI informants actively encourage and incite crimes of violence on January 6th?
Sir, I can't answer that.
Ms. Sadburn, who is Ray Epps?
I'm aware of the individual, sir. I don't have the specific background to him.
Well, there are a lot of people who are understandably very concerned about Mr. Epps. On the night of January 5th, 2021, Epps wandered around the crowd that had gathered, and there's video out there of him chanting, "Tomorrow, we need to get into the Capitol, into the Capitol." This was strange behavior, so strange that the crowd began chanting, "Fed, Fed, 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 Fed."
True.
Ms. Sandburn, was Ray Epps a Fed?
Wow.
Sir, I cannot answer that question.
Can you answer?
The next day, on January 6th, Mr. Epps is seen whispering to a person, and 5 seconds later, 5 seconds after he's whispering to a person, that same person begins to forcibly tear down the barricades. Did Mr. Epps urge them to tear down the barricades?
Sir, similar to the other answers, I cannot answer that.
You know what?
Man, what can you answer though? Like,
wow. I have goosebumps.
that's a trip.
I have goosebumps.
That's
Look.
a trip. Yeah.
It's crazy. This is crazy.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That's insane right there. So this was FBI informants and stuff that was out there in the crowd, egging on.
Yeah. Who? Wow.
That's
this
crazy.
This is deep.
Yeah. Yeah, Pacific Ocean.
Sir, similar to the other answers, I cannot answer that.
You know what? It is being answered actually right now. So the non-answer or the I can't answer that tells you everything. The answer is absolutely the FBI had informants in the audience. You can now see it in court filings. This entire narrative is beginning to unravel. Now, it's unfortunate because this narrative that this was some type of organic, angry MAGA storming of the Capitol, they needed that narrative to be set because the entire summer, Antifa and BLM, which are the paramilitary arm of the left, they had been storming and raiding and burning cities. So they needed something in order to wash that out of the American psyche and American conscience. Otherwise, they'd have to answer for it. So they needed this violent day. But how do you get a violent day when you have a group of non-violent people?
Right.
Well, you agitate them.
Exactly.
This from Kyle Becker. Bombshell.
Wow.
They set the expletive up. That's what they did. They set us up. New January 6th footage reveals undercover officers revealing themselves, urging Trump protesters to go into Capitol. Look at this. Check it out. There's Ashley Babbitt, according to this screenshot. Ashley Babbitt, of course, being the only person to die that day, was violently killed unarmed and was killed without a trial.
Wow.
Was killed without warning. And that man has suffered no consequences. So you can literally get away with murder as long as it's against the right political enemy in this country. New January 6th footage show non-uniformed agents. Speaker Kevin McCarthy has granted Tucker Carlson access to 14,000 hours of footage. You know that. Newly released body cam footage obtained due to the court trial of a January 6th defendant, William Pope of Topeka, Kansas, shows uniform officers discussing how to spot non-uniform agents. In addition to the released videos, uncovered officers climbed barricades and urged protesters to go towards the Capitol building. Metropolitan Police Department bike officers stopped 4 armed men in plainclothes, and they turned out to be law enforcement agents. Another video shows a man walking behind Ashley Babbitt, the woman fatally slain in the Capitol Police officer Michael Byrd, and predicted that someone will get shot. There's also a new wrinkle in the activities of Ray Epps and Ryan Samuel on that day of the Capitol riots. Several videos were posted in a Twitter thread by William Pope. According to Pope's motion, the undercover officers approached the northwest corner of the Capitol grounds at 1:40 p.m. Officer 1 filmed the event and joined in the crowd, chanting, "Drain the swamp." Well, this is the definition of a false flag. This officer is not a member of the crowd. They're acting as a member of the crowd.
Right.
Wow.
The group of men ran past the officers towards the Capitol. Who was wearing a Trump beanie commented, "Those guys are going to get shot." The officer joined in the crowd. Whose house? Our house. So these officers are again engaging in a false flag. The motion adds that the officers were urging people to go into the Capitol, shouting, "Come on, come on, come on, let's go." Video from the body cam shows him urging protesters to go into the Capitol. Oh, okay. So here's then the body camera footage. One video showed a uniformed police officer explaining how to spot non-uniformed police who are working the Capitol riots. They will have a wristband. Their guns have a candy stripe on the barrel. The plainclothes officers reveal their identification and confirmed that they are armed. Okay, so who are these guys? So these guys are apparently plainclothes police officers run by who? They look like these look like they look like your sort of typical J6 MAGA supporters. These guys are all officers. Look at this. Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Body camera footage of Officer Lawrence Lewinsky shows him and another officer expressing the belief police had been set up on January 6th. After 90 minutes on the police line in the west front of the Capitol, Lewinsky repeated the Upper West Terrace. He approached the group of officers, one of whom engaged in an animated discussion. They set us the F up, the officer said. That's what they did. They set us up. Wow. We go into the violence at the front. Why Ray Epps hasn't been charged. It's a great point. Everyone else has been charged here.
Right.
They're pushing this sort of banner into the police officer barricade. And here's Ray Epps right there. Wow. So why hasn't he been charged? All these other people have been charged. They go into some of the other feds. We deeply encourage you to go over to Revolver News and read their unbelievable report on the unindicted members of January 6th. Everyone from the scaffolding commander, this timeline, this breakdown is absolutely spectacular. It goes through all of these people, the people who cut the fences, the people who were preparing for all of this. This was an op. It was an operation.
Wow.
And we pray that Tucker Carlson finds out exactly what happened and is able to illuminate that for a desperate country that needs a shared truth. We are sad to tell you that having a shared truth on events like this is going to be hard to come by.
Right.
Because the official narrative has permeated about half the country's brains, and they're totally discouraged. And those people will not, even if shown evidence, will not ever believe anything other than the official narrative. Those people have been demoralized to the point where they will absolutely believe anything that the narrative machine pushes at them. That Joe Biden walked out during an air raid in Kyiv, even though there were no Russian planes in the sky, and so on. And so they're going to believe the official narratives of January 6th because that's what they were told to believe endlessly, forever, for every hour that the TV was on and the newspaper was printing. But are you strong enough? Do you have the strength to actually understand that there could be an ulterior motive here and that there could be people who actually would benefit greatly to have a violent insurrection staged against our nation? Yes, the answer to that is absolutely and unequivocally yes. Tucker Carlson is going to find that out. We breathlessly await his reporting here. Godspeed, Tucker. Save America. We're fighting for America right alongside with you. My name is Benny Johnson. See ya. Thank you for watching. Our channel is here to meet.
Wow. Ooh, boy, I'm telling you. I mean, when you hear stuff like this that's going on, and it's our government that's doing it, it's really, really scary, though.
It is.
You know?
For sure.
It's really, really scary. Because then I start thinking about all the people who's been falsely accused of certain crimes or whatever the case may be, that's spending time in jail that shouldn't even be there.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But they know how to cover some stuff up to where, like he just said, like Ben just said, you will believe the original narrative.
This is why voting is so important.
Very important.
So important. I can't wait to put my vote in. We need our president back. We need America up and running how it's supposed to. We need to be the strongest country ever. We need to be stronger than before.
And now we're a part of the assembly.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now we're part of the Republican Assembly, y'all. We are officially a part of the Republican Assembly for our little territory that we're at. So we'll be out there definitely putting our due diligence in. We'll let you guys know a little extra about that in case you guys may want to join. You know what I'm saying? Our assembly and things like that and to help in your neck of the woods. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we gotta get. America has to come back, but stronger.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah.
We have to.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. Y'all comment down below. Let us know what y'all think about this one.
Yeah.
This is insane. Like, this is insane. You know, it's another slap in the face.
Yeah.
Actually, this one ain't a slap. This was like a closed fist.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Punch right in the mouth type of thing. Yeah, this is, yeah. All right, well, let's jump to the shout-outs, man.
First shout out goes to Blanca Howard. What's up, Blanca Howard?
Blanca Howard, what's going on? Shout out to you. Hope you definitely enjoyed that reaction. Let us know what you thought about it. Crazy little story right there.
Yes.
Let us know what you think about it.
Second shout out goes to Tina Mines. What's up, Tina Mines?
Tina Mines, her own business. Shout out to you though, Tina. Let us know what you thought about this crazy video here.
It's all a setup.
Yeah.
A setup.
Yeah. Ooh,
they do not like Trump.
They don't. They will do anything and everything.
Right.
To not have him back in there. You know? But it's like
to have control of us, to have control of our minds and how everything we do.
Everything we do. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, man, we love y'all.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we love y'all. Remember to keep God first.
Yes, most importantly.
And in the meantime and in between time, we'll catch y'all in the next reaction video.
Yes.
Peace.
Peace. Uh-oh.